So we have some really unexpected news. ARK Survival Evolved is getting a brand new expansion in June of this year. And that's right, you heard me correctly. I said Evolved, not Ascended. This is only coming to Evolve currently, I guess. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. We previously had heard about Aquatica earlier on today when Wildcard put out a tweet just letting us know there's something called Aquatica, and Snail Games made it, not them. So now we know what it is, and it's an expansion for ARK Survival Evolved, which, yeah, I would not have... this was not on my bingo card, honestly, but it does kind of make sense. Evolved still has more players playing it, which is kind of funny. But, yeah, here we go. We've got lots of information about it. We're going to go through it all in this video, so, yeah, stay tuned for maybe more of this stuff, because there's a big presentation happening tomorrow from Snail Games, so we might have proper, like, gameplay or something like that. But, yeah, anyway... So here's the key art for the actual thing, and as you can see, we have lots to take in here, including this giant Leviathan class creature right here. And yeah, we have a couple other creatures on this screenshot as well. Not to bum you guys out a little bit, but there's actually quite a few reused assets from Atlas in this expansion, including this Megalodon right here, or sorry, not Megalodon, this Hammerhead right here, although they have like a Megalodon-sized body, to be honest. But yeah, I do have to say some of the Atlas assets were really cool, so I don't really mind it too much myself. But anyway, so yeah, obviously we've got like lots of new creatures here, as well as a brand new skin set and like brand new like gear and everything. Like, this is a full-fledged DLC, so yeah, let's get into some of the information. One thing to note, and by the way, here's another image of that like Leviathan creature. One thing to note is the fact that this is saying that it's only going to be coming to Steam and then PlayStation 5 and whatever Xbox. This is Xbox 5, I think. I don't know what Xbox call themselves nowadays. But it doesn't say PlayStation 4, so I'm imagining whatever the Xbox 4 was, it's not coming out for that one. I'm not shading Xbox, I just can't remember all their names, so anyway. Although I was a PlayStation kid. Anyway, so yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to be coming out for the previous gen of consoles, so just keep that in mind going forward. It does make a little bit of sense when you think about it, because, like, you know, those consoles are, I mean, very, very old at this stage, and even, like, the newer consoles, PlayStation 5, I think, has been out for, like, 6 years now or something, right? So, anyway, let's get on to some of the information. Capture and tame 17 new creatures with extraordinary abilities, traverse the depths on the mystical Monodon, fend off hostile threats with the protective Mud Puppy, and encounter mutated variants of familiar dinos reimagined for life beneath the waves. So, also, there's a brand new creature in the back right here as well. That's pretty cool looking. It's like an anglerfish. Awesome. So yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that right here, this is probably the Monodon. It's got one horn. Mono usually means like one. So that's probably the Monodon right there. And then I would say that this little axolotl looking guy right here is probably the Mud Puppy. And yeah, so it's 17 new creatures. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this image right here, and a couple others that are inside of the actual little trailer thing that I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, I mean, a good amount of new creatures being added in, and of course these are going into the base game of ARK Survival Evolved, so I guess you can probably like add them to your other maps if you don't want to actually buy this expansion, unless they lock them out for older players. I don't know if they have the technology to do that with that game, but yeah, so that's pretty cool. We got lots more information here though. With 60 new engrams, survivors gain access to gear designed for underwater survival, utilize lead boots to walk along the ocean floor, adapt land-dwelling creatures with muashins. It doesn't say mutations, it actually says muashins. For underwater breathing, construct innovative tech air pockets for submerged bases. Additionally, discover 10 new cooking recipes tailored to the aquatic ecosystem. So yeah, lots of new engrams and stuff for us to be checking out, and I guess some sort of new system to obviously have our land dinos be allowed to go underwater, and it probably just removes their oxygen stat or something. So yeah, I mean, look, that stuff is kind of, you know, that's pretty cool. I don't mind all of that. Yeah, anyway, let's get back to it. But yeah, it's so funny that this says muashins. I would imagine that some of these cooking recipes are probably like swim speed, like a different one. I know that we already have, what is it again? Lazarus chowder gives us extra oxygen, so there's probably going to be a couple other new recipes for that kind of stuff, which, yeah, I don't know, maybe some like underwater kibble or something like that. That'd actually be kind of cool. Survive in a fully submerged ARK, its malfunctioning systems transforming the environment into a vast aquatic labyrinth. Navigate 5 expansive biomes, each with unique threats, breathtaking landscapes, while mastering the complexities of underwater survival. So yeah, I mean, you know, like, it's definitely going to be a very different way of playing ARK, because like most people don't usually go into the ocean, but in this map you're the whole map is the ocean. So yeah, there's probably going to be a little bit of land, but for the most part, I would say, you know, you're not going to be living up there. You're going to be living down in the depths, and all the resources are probably going to be down there too. Very similar, I would say, to the Genesis Ocean. I don't know. I feel like it's almost going to be identical to that, to be honest. Prepare to face the terrifying forces lurking in the abyss as you unravel the origin story of Element. So I would imagine that we're probably going to end up having like the meteor that crashed into Earth or something, or some evidence of where it crashed into the ocean. And obviously that's how Element was discovered by humans in the ARK storyline. Encounter 2 brand new characters, immerse yourself in a narrative that bridges multiple arcs. So yeah, just in general, it sounds pretty cool, you know, like it looks good from this, but let me show you some of the screenshots. They don't look amazing. I think maybe they might have turned off, like it looks right here, like they've turned off fog, I guess, in the water, so you can just see perfectly. It looks very different from the Genesis Ocean for sure. There's a lot of assets here that look like they're taken from Extinction. A lot of this stuff up here definitely is from Extinction. There's a couple things that are maybe taken from Aberration as well that I spotted in some of these other screenshots. But yeah, just in general, we have the Monodon right here. We have Karkanos on the map. Interestingly enough, they didn't take the crab model from Atlas as well, so that's actually very surprising. We have like a turtle right here, which I think we see in a couple other screenshots. Another shot of the Monodon. It actually shoots like, I guess, electricity or like a laser or something from its horn, and it's attacking a Megalodon right there. Very far in the back right there, we actually have like a little jellyfish, which might also be from Atlas. I'm not entirely certain. And right here we got another shot of the Monodon and the jellyfish, which again, I don't know if that's from Atlas. Let me know if it is. I can't actually remember. But yeah, you can kind of look around and just see this is very Extinction-y in terms of how it looks. And let's see, we got the cool like buzzsaw shark or whatever you want to call this. I don't know. I can't remember what these guys are actually called. And then we've got the hammerheads right here. And yeah, I mean, again, very Extinction-y looking, especially this bit. Then right here, we got a nice like wide shot of the whole landscape. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. What the hell is that? Is that a river underwater? I mean, I know that can happen, but that still looks really strange. What? I'm so confused by this. Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah. This stuff looks like it's from Aberration, right? These big rings. Anyway, so yeah, the screenshots really don't do it great justice at all. So I think everything else I've seen looks way more exciting than that. So we got a trailer here as well. That's not like a full-fledged like produced trailer. It's just like the spawning in animation. And I guess this is one of the spawn spots. I think you're probably in like some sort of... It almost looks like you might be in an air pocket, but there is kelp, so I wouldn't say so, actually. Right there, we got a Monodon. And then, yeah, we got like a landscape here. We got some like new-looking fish, so that's probably going to count as one of the creatures. And yeah, we also got like these little guys down here, which is kind of hard to see, but they're like some sort of like amphibious-looking creature. We have a character flying around with like the water wings, is what I'm going to call them for the moment. And then we have a Monodon using its laser on a shark. And just like a normal base right here. So I would imagine that we are inside of an air pocket in this image right here. There's also something following that player that it's kind of hard to see. It almost looks like little crabs. And then, yeah, we have this little guy right here. We have that shark again. And it doesn't look like there's like a brand new tier of structures with this. This guy right here, the seahorse, is actually also from Atlas. So, yeah, I don't know. Also, that's that turtle again. You know, there's quite a few reused things that, you know, aren't brand new, and a lot of assets that are just taken from other maps. So, you know, it is what it is. Like, we're going to check it out anyway. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's bad. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. But the fact that Snail Games made it is a little bit interesting, because they specifically tasked Wildcard with remastering ARK Survival Evolved into ARK Survival Ascended. And they're using that as a way of getting more money for Snail Games. And now Snail Games is like, well, you know what? We're going to make this for ARK Survival Evolved. So, yeah, I don't know. It's very confusing, but it is what it is, you know. We're going to check it out when it drops. Let me know let me know what you guys think about all this. And, yeah, it's dropping in June, so we don't know what price it's going to be as well, by the way. So, yeah, anyway, that's it. Catch you in the next one.